Thank you for getting on tonight. This is the Team Resurrection call, and it is Thursday night, July 30th, 2015. Thank you for getting on, and tonight I'm going to be talking about what my passion, what I preach to my coaches and what I preach to other coaches that ask. And tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the secret sauce to coaching. A little bit about me. I started this 2 years ago. I started with T25, fell in love with it, was an avid Isagenix drinker, and my coach had posted something about a 10-day Shakeology challenge, and I thought, well, what better way to try a new shake than for 10 days without, getting stuck into something that might be the worst tasting thing ever. I was sold after the first shake. I fell in love with it. It tasted amazing, and the energy that I got off of it, and I wasn't bloated and constipated like I was with Isagenix. So I am a fitness fanatic. I am married. I got married a year ago. We've had our struggles within our first year of marriage. My husband got jumped off a truck. He's a football coach and ruptured his quad tendon. Like I said, I started with T25, and I have celiac, so I have to do gluten-free. So I love to bake and I love to cook to try new things so that life does not get boring in my house with not being able to eat bread and all that stuff. So, like I said, 2 years ago I started this. I'm a 3-star diamond now, and I got to where I am because of this secret. So what is the secret sauce to coaching? Ta-da! It's consistency. You probably hear every coach talk about this, consistency, and you probably just want to say, shut up, that's not what it is. But I can tell you that it is. I have been doing this for 2 years. And though it was slow to start with, but it is going to be slow to start with. You have to put the time in. And it can only be an hour. You don't have to put more than an hour in, but you have to put that hour in every single day for 365 days of the year. And you have to do it consistently, and you have to do it 1 year to the next year to the next year. You can't post today and then take the weekend off. If you look at the top coaches, Lindsay Matway, Melanie Mitro, they don't stop posting. They don't say, oh, it's the weekend, I'm not going to post. They do, because you have to. Yes, you're doing this job for freedom, but you don't get that freedom by posting one time. You have to work for it, and it's not going to come like that. So, consistency. There are 3 things every single day, just 3 things every single day that you have to do no matter what to be successful in this business. The first one is being proof the product works. You must work out every single day. You are selling products. You are selling size. You are selling T25. You are selling the Ultimate Reset. You are selling programs. You must be drinking your shake every day. Your shake is what's going to get your money. It's your residual income. It's your volume. It's what your coaches have to hit every single month. They have to have 90 PV. If you aren't doing those 2 things, if you are not posting them and talking about them and sharing them, no one's going to know you're doing it. You can say you're working out. You can say you're drinking your shake, but people physically want to see it. They want to see a picture of you with your shake in your hand. They want to see a picture of you drenched in sweat. I know a lot of people don't like taking their pictures, but with this business, I have learned that you need to step outside of your comfort zone. And if you don't like taking pictures, this might sound really mean, but suck it up and do it. If you don't want to take a picture of your shake and post it, suck it up and do it. Because if you go look at the top coach in this business, she does that every single day. She posts her shake. She posts her workout picture, because that's what you're selling. You have to show people that you too are doing it. If you aren't posting about it, no one's going to believe you. And no offense, people are going to say, oh, it's just another scam. Oh, it's just another fad diet. She's not doing it. I'm not going to do it. She doesn't post about it. She doesn't talk about it. So it obviously must not be that good. It must not work. It does. This is a whole lifestyle change. You're trying to help people change their life. So you need to post about it. And it's going to be redundant. Like, your workout picture is going to be, pretty much kind of the same thing every single day. Your shake picture, might be of you holding your shake or you drinking it or just a picture of your shake. Your pictures will look redundant, but guess what? What you talk about isn't going to be redundant. You're going to talk about the program you're doing. You could be doing sides right now, and you might talk about how much fun it is, but you have 2 left feet, and so you going one way, and Sean's going the next way, and then he's up, and you're still trying to do the other move. You have to be talking about it. You have to be letting people know what you're doing. Why are you drinking Shakeology every day? Why should someone spend $130 a month on Shakeology? What is so damn special about it? And that's what people ask, excuse my language, but that's what people ask. They want to know, why would you expect them to spend that much money? They don't have it. And then the other thing, guys, if you're working this business, but you're not posting this stuff and you're building a team, guess what? You're the leader of your team. So your team's going to do exactly what you're doing. And if you're not posting your workout, if you're not posting your shake, if you're not posting other things about your life, guess what? Your coaches aren't going to do it either. They're not going to hit Success Club. They're not going to build coaches and a team underneath them because you're not setting the example. You need to lead by example. And the first thing you need to do is be consistent. And you need to be proof that the product works. Examples. Here I have me, working out. Sometimes I put focus and I talk about focusing. 1 pound at a time, Autumn's famous saying. Here I have a picture of my Shakeology cup saying, am I worth the investment? And I talk about, how much Shakeology is and, why it truly is worth the investment. Sometimes I do a silly picture. There I have my tongue sticking out, letting people know I love Shakeology. Like, that's just how I feel every time I see my shake and I make it. So be creative with your pictures, but do them. Do them every day. Whether you want to or not, post them. Second thing that you need to be doing every day is inviting. And Beachbody says invite 3 times, not to get it across your head and make it stick in there, but because they're talking about 3 different ways of inviting. Trust me, when I first started this business, I'm an introvert. I am so not a person to step outside of my comfort zone. I'm not a person to invite you, talk to you, no, not at all. I had no clue what I was doing. And I would literally take my phone, I would pick 3 people, I'd invite them to a challenge group, I'd hit send, and I'd run. I didn't want to look at the phone. I didn't even, if it beeped, I wasn't picking it up because I was scared that they were going to say no. I was scared someone was going to be like, what do you do? Think I'm fat? And what I was really scared about was, what if they said, tell me more? I didn't know what I was to say. And when I was inviting them, I was bird vomiting all over them. Literally, it was paragraphs long of, hi, come to my challenge group, and this is what my challenge group is about, and this is when it starts, and this is what you do, and this is what you get. I told them everything. I didn't break it down and just say, hey girl, how are you doing? I'm starting a health and fitness group on August 3rd. Want to know more about it? I wasn't doing that. I was giving them everything right away. Trust me, when I get long messages like that, I'm like, I ain't reading that. I got no time. So whether you make that mistake or not, whether you want to invite or not, whether you're afraid or not, you need to do it. Suck it up, take one for the team, and do it. It's scary. Trust me, I know. But think of the Nike thing. Just do it, because no one's going to jump on your bandwagon if you don't ask them. And like I tell my coaches, you can post a million things about what you're doing with Beachbody, but a lot of people are watching you, but they're not going to like it, and they're not going to come to you because they don't want to feel vulnerable. They don't want to be, oh, I'm, I'm fat, I need this. They don't want to feel down on themselves. But when you come to them and you offer them a spot in your motivational group, in your fitness group, you're taking that relief off of them, and they're no longer feeling like they're vulnerable. You're the one putting it out there to them and just offering it, and they're saying yes. They're not coming to you and being desperate and feeling like that. So get those invites out there, because you never know who's going to say yes, and the people that say yes are going to surprise you. Also, if you're afraid of inviting, do what I did. I took my shake away from me. I am 100% Shakeology lover, and I have to have my shake every morning, and I took it away. I would not allow myself to have my shake until I got my invites out. I'm still like that today, and the invites come like this now, but it's certain things in the business that I need to get done before I can go and enjoy myself. And I take my shakes away because I focus and I get what I need to get done. So if you're a shake lover, or you want your cup of coffee first thing in the morning, hold it from yourself. Don't allow yourself to have that treat until you get these invites out. Once you do 5 invites, do 5 more. Why not, right? If you got 5 out, invite another 5. Beachbody is amazing. Let people know that. Don't be afraid to ask. This business is about saving lives. It's not about making a quick buck. If you're in it for a quick buck, then you might as well go find a new job, because that's not what Beachbody is about. Beachbody is about changing and saving lives. And you might not be able to do it within the first week you started your business, but that's where the consistency comes in. And if you consistently post and share your journey, those people that are watching you are going to come to you. You'll have some come to you the first week, you'll have some come to you in a month, you'll have some come to you in 6 months, you'll have some come to you not till a year later. I have people coming to me now 2 years later. I have been inviting them, forming with them, talking with them. I never gave up on them. I just knew the opportunity wasn't right in their mind, and now they're coming to me. Don't just invite to the challenge group. Invite to the business opportunity. This business is amazing. It has changed my life and my husband's life for the better. I was a teacher. 2 years ago, I was miserable. I was getting ready to go back to school. I was having panic attacks. I was crying every single night. I hated my job, and I hated where my life was going. I was engaged, but I was miserable. Beachbody came into my life, and it started to slowly change that. Here I am 2 years later, and I'm relieved. I don't have to plan. I'm not getting ready to go back to school and set up my classroom. I'm doing Beachbody. I'm doing my love, and I'm doing my passion. So invite people to the business opportunity. So what are the 3 ways to invite? Like I said, invite on Facebook publicly to your next challenge group. You're not going to get a lot of people to like your Facebook post, but people are going to see it. And they're either going to eventually come to you, or when you go and invite them, they're going to be like, yeah, I saw you're running a size challenge group. Can you tell me more about that? So if you don't get a lot of likes, if you get no likes, don't give up on your post. It just means people are watching. Facebook lets you know when you're on your computer, it lets you know that so-and-so liked this picture and so-and-so liked that picture. People don't want people to know that they're liking your stuff, because they don't want them to know they need it, or they're vulnerable, or they're overweight. They don't want people to know that, so they don't like it. The second one is to invite publicly to the business opportunity. That's a business opportunity post. Talk about you working the business. What has the business done for you? Thursdays are great times to do it, because guess what? Today was payday. So talk about it. Talk about what Beachbody Paycheck did for you. Even if it was $50, talk about how it paid for you and your husband's tank of gas for the next 2 weeks. Talk about the income. It's something hard. I hate talking about it. I don't like to I feel like I'm bragging. I don't like to talk to people about it. And I'm being honest, 2 years into the business, I still struggle with it. But I know I need to do it, because that's what people want to see. People are nosy, and they want to know what you're making. So definitely let people know. You know, you don't have to say, woohoo, I made $700 this week. That to them is going to be bragging. But when you relate to them, you know, you were able to pay for rent or 4 new tires on your car or, you know, gas or electric bill or your groceries, people can relate to that. Let them know. And the last way to invite is personally, whether you're face to face with someone or if you're just messaging through Facebook, invite them not just to your next challenge group, but to the business opportunity. Lately, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, I'm sorry, you know, I can't afford a challenge group this time, or, you know, I'd love to get size in Shakeology, but I just can't afford it. My husband lost his job. Before, 2 years ago, I would have said, okay, thank you, have a great day. Nope, not anymore. I say to them, have you heard about coaching? You like health and fitness. Have you ever thought about it? It would be great supplemental income while your husband is looking for a new job. I never would have said that 2 years ago, but now I am. I don't, what's the worst thing they can say? No? That's not bad. No's okay. But you're putting it into their head and they're gonna come back to you, especially if they need the money. It's an opportunity that people don't realize that is out there. Some examples of inviting publicly on Facebook, I have, you know, when Beachbody On Demand came out and we had free access, I did a free 30-day access group. I've posted about the business opportunity. I've done a transformation 21-day fix style, and I invited to a challenge group. It was in the write-up. And then I have over there a business opportunity call. And that's just a call for people to get on and listen to what Beachbody is all about and what it has done for a guest speaker there. So these are just examples of inviting, and you can do it any way and every way that you want to do it, but these are just some things that I've done over the past year. And the last one, guys, this one is just shake it off. No one thinks this is important, and this is truly the glue that holds it all together. Personal development. I was a teacher 2 years ago. My personal development was reading a math book or reading a life skills book that I needed to. In the summers, I didn't pick up any book except for a James Patterson book. I was getting into my own books and I did nothing to do with reality, nothing to do with personal development. My husband had been asking me for years to read Think and Grow Rich. And let me tell you, I kept telling him, I'm not reading that book. When I got my call with Carl Deichler, he had mentioned Think and Grow Rich. What book do you think I picked up? I picked up Think and Grow Rich and I read it, and my husband looked at me and he said, why are you reading that? Why? What's changed? And I said, oh, Carl Deichler said to read it, so I'm reading it. He's been on my case for 3 years, but Carl Deichler said to read it. Personal development is what is going to grow your business. I know it sounds weird. What? It's personal development? You are developing as a person. I am telling you, I am an introvert. I am not someone that's going to walk outside and say, hello, come talk to me. No, what? You start coming, I'm running the other way. Like, I am just not a get out there type of person. But that's changed. I can now conversate with people and not sweat and think, oh my gosh, like I gotta go, I can't talk, I'm too scared to invite. Personal development is exactly what it is. It is developing you as a person. And like I tell my coaches, we don't have to read the same book. And actually, we honestly shouldn't. If you are a brand new coach, you should be reading books like Eat That Frog and Slight Edge and Compound Effect and GoPro. Me now, I'm reading books geared towards leadership because I'm a 3-star diamond growing a team. Even if you're a diamond growing a team, you know, John C. Maxwell books are amazing. But you know what? Maybe you're a 10-star diamond, but your marriage is struggling. Guess what? You're going to want to read something about that. Or, you know, if you're a Christian and you're struggling right now, you might pick up the Bible. It doesn't matter what personal development you pick up and read. It's what's going to help you grow as a person. So of all the 3 vital behaviors, like I said, this is the one most people slack in. And I can tell you from experience that when I have slacked on my reading, my business has slacked. And it didn't slack right away. I slacked, I might have slacked 2 weeks ago on my reading. It takes a good 2 weeks for my business to start slacking. Because I slack as a person. I don't feel right. I'm down. I'm blah. I'm not growing personally. Personal development books help you get out of your shell. They build your confidence. And that what makes you a better leader. It makes you a stronger coach. It makes you a stronger person to get out there and start talking. So if you aren't reading, listening to something, start today. Start tonight. Pick that book. Pick that, YouTube video that you're going to watch. Personal development is not boring. It might look it, it might sound it, but start with that book. Read 10 pages each day, and it'll become a habit. Give it 21 days of 10 pages a day, and you will be stuck to personal development, and you will love it. There is a correlation, like I said, with your business and personal development reading, so make sure you're doing it. Set aside 10 minutes a day or 10 pages a day. When I first started, I gave myself 10 minutes. I was a slow reader, and I would sit down 10 minutes before I had to walk out the door for work, and I would get my reading in. Some days I was able to hit 10 pages, and some days it was 5 pages, but I did it every single day. I consistently read 10 minutes a day. Now I don't have to rush out the door. Today I read 1 chapter a day. My goal this year is to read 24 books, and I am well on that way of reading 24 personal development books, because I sit down and I make sure I do it. Whether 1 chapter is 50 pages or if it's 5, I do it. And there are some days that personal development reading takes me a half hour to an hour. Like I said, I'm a slow reader. I'm one that has to read every single word, and if I start to think of something else, I have to go back and read it because I didn't comprehend it. So 10 minutes, 10 pages, 1 chapter, 1 hour, whatever you have, donate that time to personal development. Examples of personal development: listening to the National Wake Up Calls, getting on team calls, reading a book, listening to a book, reading a book on your your iPad is fine. YouTube videos work. Podcasts work. You can get the National Wake Up Calls on podcasts. Chalene Johnson has great podcasts. TED Talk. There are so many things out there that are for personal development. You don't have to pick up a book and read it. If you are someone that's interested in the compound effect or slight edge or Think and Grow Rich, go to YouTube. Whatever personal development you're thinking about, type it in YouTube. Right now, you can get Compound Effect for free on YouTube. You can get Think and Grow Rich. There are so many personal development books out there that you can listen to for free on YouTube. So if you don't have the money, or you really just have a 45-minute drive and you rather listen to something, check out YouTube. It is amazing. And heck, the books are free. You can listen to them, pause them, go back to it whenever you need to. But whatever you do, whatever example of personal development you choose, when you do it, sit down with a highlighter, sit down with notepads, take notes, re-listen to it, give yourself 10 minutes that day, but get the personal development in. Don't brush it off and be like, oh, it's the least important, because it's the most important. This business is not always easy, but it's simple. Those 3 things are very simple to do every single day. All you need to do is get up, work out, post it. Drink your shake, post it. Read your personal development, 10 minutes, 10 pages. And then invite every single day. 5 people, 10 people, 3 people, whatever you're comfortable with. It's not easy, but this job, Beachbody coaching, it's simple. The 3 vital behaviors are easy to do and they're easy not to do. If you have read The Slight Edge, you will know what I'm talking about. Life is it's easy to do. Like your breakfast. It's easy to eat it and it's easy not to eat it. Make time for it or don't make time for it. But what you put into this business is what you're going to get out. And if you are not consistent, you are not going to have a consistent paycheck and you're not going to have consistent clients. So your call to action tonight is go to your Facebook page and ask yourself, am I consistent? Am I posting these 3 things, these 2 things really every day? Am I inviting? Am I, posting a business opportunity post twice a week? Am I posting a challenge group post twice a week? If someone came to my FB page, would they know I'm a coach? Do you have under your employee little tab, do you have that you're a Beachbody coach? If not, then how is anyone going to know that you're a coach? You might be just a fitness fanatic that posts about her workouts and is drinking some kind of shake. Do you share about yourself? This is another one. It might not be the 3 vital behaviors. It might not be working out. It might not be your shake. But when people go to Facebook, they don't want to just see vomit of Beachbody all over. They want to know who you are. Do you share enough of yourself? And trust me, the first year that I was in this, I didn't share enough. Honestly, I was getting married, and I think that Nikki didn't know I was getting married till May when I was getting married in July. Almost a whole year into coaching, and she didn't know because guess what? I didn't post about it. I didn't talk about it. Facebook was I never posted before I became a coach. And when I did become a coach, all I posted was vomit about Beachbody and my workout and my shake and a nutrition fact, but I never talked about me, who I am, what my struggles are. Do I do it every day? No, I still struggle with this. I'm a closed book and I need to become more open. And it is something my husband and I are both working on to share publicly because we know we have to, because people want to know who you are. They don't want to think you're a robot and you just work out every day and drink your shake, because that's not who you are. You're not a robot. You're going to go out and cheat. You're going to go out and have a drink. You're going to, skip that workout someday, and that's okay. But if you don't post about it, if you don't wake up and say, oh, I'm too tired, I'm listening to my body, or I drank too much last night, I'm too hungover to get my workout in, I'm a slacker today, like whatever, just post about it. Let people know why they're not going to see your picture of you working out today, or maybe why they're not going to see your Shakeology drinking. And then ask yourself, are you being true to who you are? Facebook, you let on to people who you are, and sometimes you can lead people to a false person. Be true to who you are. Let people know who you are. I am a girl that does not drink. I am a celiac girl. I am a fitness fanatic. I let people know that. Like, I'm an introvert. I let people know that. Be unapologetically you. Don't try to run with the Joneses. Don't try to be Lindsay Matway when you are not. Don't try to be Melanie Mitro if you are not. Be you. Make your posts talk like it's you talking, not like it's someone that you don't have a clue who it is, but obviously they're successful in this business. You need to be who you are. So ask yourself, are you being true to you? And remember, guys, this business is easy to do and it's easy not to do. And if you want to be successful like Melanie Mitro, if you want to be successful like Lindsay Matway, guess what? You've got to be consistent. You have to post every single day. And if you want to build a team, you want to build a successful team, you're the leader. Lead by example, because those are the things that you're going to want them to do. And if you're not doing them, they're not going to do them. That is all I have. I can take questions now if anyone has questions, or if no one has questions, I can let you guys go.
Lisa, I have a question for you, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you invite people, like a cold invite, you invite people that you don't know, or you friend people that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pick them?
I do it a couple ways. This is a great question. I do it a couple ways. For a while, I was starting at the beginning of the alphabet, and I would pick Amy. And I would just type the name Amy into the search engine, and I would see a whole bunch of Amy's come up. And if I had more than 20 mutual friends with them and I wasn't friends with them already, I would click the friend request button. And I have my handy dandy binder, and I write down every person I friend requested under Amy that day, and I try and do 5. And then I go, say that was today, Thursday. So I go to next Thursday in the future and I write cancel Amy's, and I make sure I cancel them so that I'm not friend requesting all these people and they don't, whoever didn't accept it, that's who I cancel. Another way that I do it is sometimes I will go into friends that I was friends with in college, or right now I'm doing my little sister. I'm going to her friends list and I'm friending her friends that we have friends in common with that are 20 and above. And I'm just asking them to be my friend. Once they do, sometimes I'll send an invite saying, or send a message just saying, hey, thanks for accepting me. But I always go on their page and like their pictures and comment so that they start seeing what I'm posting and they start showing up in my newsfeed.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for getting on. I hope that you took something away from this call tonight. And like I said, once again, thank you so much for getting on. I hope you all have a wonderful night.